Good morning. I made a beautiful discovery yesterday. Hello. It's multiple days later. That was the day before we left for a New York trip, and I have vlogs for that. But now it is the day after we got back. And so, the discovery I had made that I forgot to articulate is that, so before this, I was pretty much just raw vegan at that point, and I loved how that felt. And I'd known, I was into that by following Holy Spirit to heal, right? Like all of this for me is follow Holy Spirit, know how to hear his voice, follow him, and he will be your healer, your counselor, your oxygen. That's how it works. That's what he told me multiple years ago, and that's my situation. So then once I became pregnant, I was continuing to just kind of allow intuitive eating to kind of lead how I figured out food. I do have convictions around being vegan, and so that wasn't really changing. And so other than that though, and so there's a lot more like trying different things, maybe some different snacks, a lot more beans, a lot of beans right at first. And that's fine because that's protein and that's calories. But then I really wasn't feeling my best. And so the discovery I was trying to mention 3 days ago is that I was kind of inspired as I was thinking, I want to still be filled with light, with life, always to feel that in my body because it just feels better in my mind too. And I said, okay, you know what? For whatever reason, right before I became pregnant, I was like really only wanting some of these lower calorie fruits and kind of maybe overemphasizing those. And so I was like, okay, I was inspired to try like start the day with a lot more fruit and calorie dense fruits. And so I started doing that, and wouldn't you know it, the first day I started doing that, like I had better energy. And even at night, one thing that was happening that was really frustrating to me was like I would get towards the evening and it would just feel like the energy was sucked out of me, and I would have to either take a nap just to have the whole night happen or something, and it was very, very miserable. I felt like if we wanted to hang out or if my husband and I wanted to do something or whatever, like I couldn't because I would have to take a nap. And anyway, okay, so that was my discovery, was that I'm going to overemphasize a lot more fruit a lot earlier in the day because that makes a gigantic difference for me, for my body to get the nutrients and the energy from the morning, not to delay, like actually to get that happening. And then as far as calorie dense, like I really wasn't doing a lot with nuts and seeds, and so I explored like maybe adding more hemp seeds. I made hemp dips for like 2 days in a row. That worked great. So yeah, just like adding calories with some of these fats that I really wasn't having before, but also starting with calorie dense foods earlier is making like the world of difference to my energy, my mood, even less nausea. It's just really good. And then staying mostly raw.